on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Oh, that took me off guard, Susan. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Radio Cayman. Good morning and a happy new year to everyone. I haven't spoken to you since December 14th, 2023. Hopefully New Year is going well so far. Wishing you all the very best and looking forward to hosting the Business Buzz every Tuesday and Thursday morning right here on Radio Cayman. The producer of the Business Buzz is Miss Susan Watson, and this morning she is at the controls in the next studio. Good morning, Susan. Today, on our very first show for 2024, we are going to kick off the buzz by delving into the workings of the Cayman Islands Realtors Association. And this morning we are joined by Mr. Roger Southam. Roger is one of the founding members of the organization. And we'll also be joined by Kiara McLaughlin. She's running a bit late this morning, stuck in traffic. But Roger and Kiara will provide us with an in-depth understanding of the Cayman Islands Realtors Organization. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, Anita, and Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Nice to
and
see
like I
you.
said, you're looking younger this morning.
Oh, bless you. I'm going to come in every day just for the... It makes you feel so good.
You'll have to bring decaf coffee every time you come. I'm just kidding. So it looks like you've been very busy, Roger.
We
can't leave you alone for a second. You get into trouble. Good trouble.
Well, we try not to get into trouble, but
trouble.
it's been fun. So Kiara and I have been talking for quite some time, and we've been working hard last year to create the Cayman Island Realtors Organization, which is giving a home to the realtors that weren't part of Sariba and are very professional, very serious, and doing a great job. And we've got 10 founding members, organizations, companies, and it's super exciting. Great
So
start
these are
to the
all
year.
independent
Yeah,
brokers.
absolutely. So the likes of Utopia, Elite, Tessa Hyde, My Realtor, obviously. It's just super exciting, super exciting.
So My Realtor is your company.
Correct, yes,
Okay.
yes.
You're the broker for that
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
Well, Roger, congratulations.
Thank you.
I never thought that someone would come up with an organization, apart from Sariba. We all know Sariba.
And Sariba's
for a while.
done and doing a great job, and I've nothing but praise for them in terms of their operation. But for the organizations that aren't a part of it, it felt sensible to have a home that we could have an MLS for them. We can have international qualifications. We can have trying to create. I have a passion to try and empower Caymanians, and I feel that I'm always going to be a visitor on this island, however long I'm here, and therefore it's incumbent to put something back into the island. Kiara and I met some time ago, and she is just a superstar. And having just walked in, perfect timing, Kiara. Just an absolute superstar. And she's been working with me now for about 18 months. And we got talking about how do we get better opportunity for Caymanians? How do we get better service and better delivery in real estate? Because as good as Sariba is, the qualification is obviously only recognized on the Cayman Islands. So with CIRO, or Cairo. I mean, this is one of the great debates. Always good to have an organization where the acronym can be debated, whether it's Cairo or CIRO or CIRO or whatever. Anyway, I was trying to create an international qualification that would give opportunity and scope for the Caymanians. So we are partnering with the National Association of Estate Agents in the UK, who have equally partnered with the American Real Estate Association. And so what we'll be offering is the qualifications through that, which will mean that
I can go to Florida and work.
Correct.
Okay.
You can go to the UK and go to Florida. It'll be recognized
interesting,
internationally.
Roger.
Yeah, no, it's just
You're a genius.
Oh, stop it. Do you know, you've
Good
missed the
morning,
best
Kira.
bit, Kiara,
Good morning,
because I've
Kira.
been told I'm looking younger, and now I'm a genius. I love this. I'm going to come in here just for compliments every day.
No, but Roger, good morning, Kira.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's good to have you both in the studio this morning. And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.
Thank you. Now, Roger, okay, so the push behind this is to not only help Caymanians, but to have some of the agents be able to work in other parts of the world. Now, what sort of exams do you have to write? Is this like...
Well, they're online exams and online
Right.
courses.
because Cereba is a three-part exam?
Yeah, it's a three-part
Right.
multiple choice exam.
Right.
The Associated Estate Agents will go into greater depth on a lot of the issues, and obviously some of it will be international elements and aspects. But it's an online course, and NAA have been around, I think, 50 or 60 years now, and well established in the UK on what they do, and they also do a letting qualification as well. So yeah, it's sort of just more in depth and more detailed in terms of what it's offering.
You have 10 brokers sign on to this, independent brokers.
10 firms.
10 firms.
So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Kiara, how did you get involved with Roger and all of this?
Well, I actually met Roger through a real estate deal. I had the listing. He brought the buyer, and yes, the rest was history.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Now you'll have your own MLS.
We
do.
have one already.
You have one already.
Yes, it's cirealtors.org. It's already up and running. We have not officially launched yet, but we're working on that now. But we have the MLS up. You know, the firms are all in communication. We're all signed up with government. So
That's awesome, because I think that as an independent broker, you know, you have how many sales agents you have, Roger?
We are now a team of 8 people.
8 already.
Yeah, I
yes,
know. Yeah.
we've grown really quickly since we've started.
So you work with my realtor, with Roger.
Yes, and majority of our hires are Caymanians, which is the goal. Because as a Caymanian, this was never an option for me at school. Like, I didn't even know about real estate agents. I kind of just jumped around jobs to jobs and tried to figure out what I liked, and I kind of fell into it. But now that there are more Caymanians in the industry coming in, a lot of younger generations are like, oh my God, I could do this as well. I didn't even know this was an option. And it's great because we always have Caymanians emailing us, messaging us.
Yeah.
You know.
In case you didn't know, Kiara, I did this for a few years as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anita,
So-
superstar realtor.
I don't know about that. I didn't make millions. So. But it was. I love doing it.
Yeah, so we've got a
it's
couple
great
of
career.
people who've just emailed us in the last week, and they're coming in to see us in the next week.
Yeah,
so
it's great
quite
to
sweet.
see Native Caymanians interested in the industry, because it is like, if you go to Bahamas, if you go to Barbados, if you go to Bermuda, all of the frontline people that you meet are from there. It's mandatory that it's a Caymanian or it's a Bermudian or whatever that is frontline that you're speaking to, and then everyone else comes in along to make the group. So yeah, that's the goal, to just build the Cayman Islands and
But
the
I
Caymanians.
like the fact that you have your own MLS, because
Yeah.
I think as an independent broker, you are only able to sell what you have. You're only able to sell what you have at the time. So now you can actually spread that
Yeah.
those listings
Well, one
across.
of the oddities is the sort of joint agency and the way that works on the island. And what we're doing with Ciro is not dictating fees, not dictating contracts, not dictating how firms do their business. What we're wanting is the basics to be of service, standards, ethics, and that it's probity in all the right ways, but not dictating what contracts and what
Right, so you
fees,
set your
etc.
own
So
your own
you can-
commission rates.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And then if people want to partner, if people want to share listings, if people want to be flexible, adaptable, to my mind, it's all about the customer, and it's all about the person you're acting for, whether it be the buyer or the seller, of making sure that you're giving the best possible service you can for them. So everybody's come together with a very similar mentality, very similar attitude, and everybody sort of buying into it. And we'll welcome Cereba members. If Cereba members want to come and join Cyro, perfect. We have no issue.
So when did you actually launch this?
We are just in the throes of launching now. You are hot off the press, Anita. You are the first person.
Well, you should have told me that.
I know,
before, Roger.
I know. You should have known I'd come to you first.
Yeah, wow, Susan, we're on the ball here for the new year.
That's how special we feel.
Yeah, we mightn't get a lot of likes on Facebook
You
or
never
whatever,
know.
but we have listeners.
You have listeners.
And that's the important thing, Roger.
Yes,
So,
it is.
so Kiara, you're how many years have you been in real estate?
I joined as an admin when I was 17, and then I decided to become an agent when I turned a month before I turned 19. So 18, then 19.
Oh, you enjoy this?
Well, it's great now. It's amazing now.
But it was hard at first, right?
It was definitely difficult at first, but it's better now. And the things that I've learned in the last couple of 18 months with Roger, I mean, this guy is a hell of a closer. And I mean, there's great things this is great about working with a team as well, because there's things that I'm great at that he's not great at. There's things that he's great at that I'm not great at.
Roger, look at you.
For
like
example,
that.
like
Yeah.
the dancing, he's really great at that. But it's great. It's great to get this knowledge and now learn how things go and to close deals, and make clients happy.
And the important thing is, like you say, you learn from each other.
Yes.
And I mean, he's got the experience.
Yeah.
So this is where you pull all that experience from. You know, and I'm pretty sure that when you need help, Roger will help you.
Absolutely. He's definitely a real estate, what's the word,
Guru.
I think so, because I just he takes his time to teach all of us on different things.
I'm just old and I've been in real estate for over 45 years now. It's hard to believe, actually.
45 years.
45 years.
46.
And 40. Oh, Kiara's
bless
been
you.
keeping check.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks. Another year's gone by. Okay, bless you. Darling.
And I know you. I understand that you're the esteemed recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award, and that's at the UKAA
Thank
People
you.
Awards.
Yeah.
And this was last year.
Yeah, I was
Tell us a bit about that,
Yeah, I was
Roger.
really touched to receive that. So.
And you were nervous too. I remember you messaging me.
I was. So I started life at 16 in an estate agents in Cambridge, and I was going to leave school at 16 and go and work in a bank, and I didn't. I went and worked in estate agents, then went and did A-levels, then went and did degrees. So for going to do no extra qualifications, I ended up doing full third tier. But over the last 14 years, the UK was having a burgeoning multifamily market, which is institutional investors renting out property. Something that's actually needed on Ireland is in terms of more institutional rental. But anyway, that's a whole other matter. And got to know the NAA in the US. They had ambitions on expanding their reach into global areas. So I formed their first overseas association, which was the UK Apartment Association, and was heavily involved in the growth of multifamily in the UK before I came to Cayman in 2018. But I've stayed active in the UK and the US. And then very sweetly, I was back at a conference in October in the UK, and they gave me the Lifetime Achievement Award, which I'm sure is just being around a damn long time and sort of like, okay, now go out to pasture. But I don't think I'll ever retire. But
I'm pretty sure it's well deserved.
Oh, bless you.
It is. He's very humble, and he doesn't like to take much credit, but it is definitely well deserved. I will say that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are in
Thank you.
order.
I would take the pats on the back. Thank you.
Well, Roger, what are you planning now that you've organized Ciro?
Yeah.
Do I have it right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Cyro.
That's
go
the
with
beauty
Ciro.
of it. Everyone comes from different places, so everyone has their own intake on how
I was
it's
calling it
pronounced.
Cairo for a time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Cairo
Which makes
for a
no
time.
sense at all because there's no A in it. But
No,
anyway.
that's right. So, So you have all these other independent broker or
Yeah.
companies
Yeah.
involved. Where do you go from here?
So the ambition is that we grow the grouping, and other organisations who want to join just have to reach out. So we're keeping the
Is there a fee?
Yeah, there's a low administration fee each year of $250. There's a one-off joining fee which is just over $1,000, and that $250 is per firm, not per
Agent.
Not per agent.
Okay. Do the agents have to pay anything? No contribution?
No.
Okay.
So it's all about keeping the overheads low and making sure that the running and operation is as efficient and effective as possible. So all of the companies can edit and update their MLS themselves. So no, we don't need a central admin.
Okay.
We don't need to be taking fees off anybody. And with the broker firms, what we have done is a bit like King Arthur's Round Table. Every firm has a seat at the board, so everybody is participating. So if we get a complaint in, let's say, then everybody will be discussing it. It isn't just a little group of people. It'll be making sure that we're all behaving and all adhering and all acting in the best interests. So that's one of the exciting things, that you've got collective responsibility, which is quite sweet.
Roger, we've got to take a break. Yeah. Thanks to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center and Rulands.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Captain Henry Lehman Bodden.
1890 to 1975.
Captain Lehman Bodden exemplified the Caymanian seafaring heritage. While the title captain was and is frequently given to men who sail any vessel on the water, Captain Lehman was a qualified master mariner whose title was not just a nickname, it was truly earned. He rose to the top of his profession, commanding ocean-going ships on the high seas. His skills and integrity gained him the respect and admiration of those who knew him personally or by reputation. Captain Lehman Bodden was a sterling example of other Caymanians who aspired to go to sea. As a role model, he set a high standard for others who followed in his footsteps both in his professional and personal life. Captain Lehman, a man of great faith, was active with his church in his retirement years.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman's Historical Vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
And for 45 years, we have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center.
Specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Real estate decisions have a major impact on your life and work. A home may be the biggest purchase you'll ever make. Office space is the second highest cost after staffing. For savvy property decisions, a trusted advisor is vital. Ruland's reputation is built on that trust. Data-driven and fact-focused, Ruland's harnesses 25 years of experience and the latest market intelligence. We analyze every opportunity in the context of our clients' best interest now and in their future. For important real estate decisions, contact me, Sloan Ruland, and my team at 938-1000 or info@rulands.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
This is Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. An insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. Back to your host, Anita Khan.
And that would be me. Good morning. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for doing so. We have in the studio this morning, we're kicking off the brand new year, Miss Susan. Right? Susan's got Roger Southam in the studio this morning. And joining him is Miss Kiara McLaughlin. And they are from...
Easton. Oh, sorry. Not my last name, sorry.
The Cayman Islands Realtors Organization, but I was going to go to My Realtor
My
first.
Realtor, yeah.
So you're both from
My Realtor.
My Realtor, and now the newly formed Cayman Islands Realtors Organization.
Correct.
Members of CIRO, yes.
Members of CIRO. Founding member?
Founder members.
Founding members.
Kiara did all the hard work in pulling it all together, I've got to say.
Okay, so she's going to get a Lifetime Achievement Award soon.
Yeah.
So how do you keep up or stay abreast of market trends? And how do you adapt to all the changes that's happening, Roger? And Kiara.
Do you want to go?
Well, you go.
Okay.
I want to see what your thoughts
So
are.
basically, it's making sure you keep aware of what's on the market from agents and the listings. It's being out and about in the marketplace, and you can never know too many people, and you can never go to too many sort of places and avenues. So it's keeping your ear to the ground, keeping conversation going, engaging with people, discussion, building networks, building contacts. Collaborations, absolutely.
What has really worked for us particularly is our videos. So we got really creative with our marketing and social media, and that's what has been working, and that's what will be working for CIRO as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to show you the launch.
We can't wait to see.
I can't wait to show you.
It's a super exciting launch video, isn't it? Yeah, it's
Now,
kind of fun.
let's talk a little bit about customer service.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was buying something, I would want to come to you guys.
Thank you. That's nice.
You know, because I know Roger, right? But what is the approach to customer service? That approach to ensure client satisfaction?
Teamwork. Teamwork and communication. No, even if I'm on a showing, I'll see if Roger is available or if one of the other agents is available. If I'm not in the office and a client needs to sign something, we have the admin there that can be there, greet the client, and everyone understands that we have to approach our clients with.
I think there's a level where you've got to understand the client and their needs and their requirements. So before you get to kind of asking about what property is it, it's almost what's your lifestyle, what are you looking for, what are your goals, what are your ambitions, etc. So you kind of build a picture, and then you can tailor the search, the property, the requirement to what, because there's, at the end of the day, a property is only a box. The furniture, the fittings, the people are what make it a home. And you can have a box anywhere, and you can have a box. There's always going to be a box. So it's about kind of the price. It's about the location. It's about their lifestyle. It's about their needs, their requirements, and then fitting into that.
Yeah.
And
Do you find, Roger, that after your first showing, that you pretty much get a good idea what your client is looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a flavour on seriousness, on intent, on where their appetites are, etc. And what is fascinating is, from a selling point of view, there are so many simple things you can do to improve your prospect of selling. Back in the UK, when I was looking to buy a house, there was one we went in that was just so messy. They'd been shopping that morning and left all the shopping everywhere as well. And I'm OCD, so it was just abhorrent. I could barely get through the front door. It's just like, oh my gosh, I've got to get out of here. And it's people just not thinking about
see past all that.
somebody else coming in, and you've got to sell them a dream. My daughter, who used to work on super yachts as a steward, she sold her house in the UK and went so overboard on dressing it and presenting it. The agents did an open house. They had about 30 rounds. She had 20 offers. It went for about 25% asking price, all because she had staged it better than a show house. She dressed it like she would a super yacht, with the towels, with absolutely everything. It's just insane. But clearly she developed my OCD.
So what do you do for your showings, Kiara?
Well, I don't dress up the towels.
I'll straighten them.
But I always like to communicate with my clients to make sure that, the house is cleaned, all of their personal items is put away. So in the past, it depends on the property too, because you can have fixer-uppers and lower income properties, so it all depends on the property as well. But it is about presentation, and, you got to feel for what client wants. And I think knowing your product, knowing what you're selling is the most important thing, because if they ask you a question, clients love when they have an answer.
How long has this roof, been up there?
Exactly, yeah.
How many hurricanes?
Yeah.
Has it survived?
How is the flooding in this area? Just everything.
That's always a
When's the
question.
AC going to break?
That's always a good question. Yeah.
No, we're not miracle workers, but a lot of people tend to think that we are. But I think our clients are very happy with us. I think so.
So, can you just, in a nutshell, tell us some of the ways in which the Cayman Islands Realtors Association, that's you and you, will be advantage. What sort of advantage would it bring to the Cayman Islands?
So I think it's going to give greater opportunity for Caymanians in pursuing career in real estate from the international perspective, aside from on Cayman. I think it will give choice and opportunity for sellers and buyers to come to agents who have a willingness to negotiate on fees, a willingness to engage and deliver and perform. And I think the member firms will deliver a standard and a service, and it should give a sort of leveling up in all areas. So it just feels so positive and so good.
Yeah, it's about empowering Caymanians, the upcoming Caymanians, and the community as well, and giving back to the community. Robert Bodden from Ultra Grand definitely made a suggestion that, we as firms but we have the option that if we want to donate a portion of our sales, and once a year we'll donate that money to charity, or to hopefully we kill it in sales and we are able to even buy a property for a family that's in need of that property. So those are like the future goals that we have. So empowering Caymanians, empowering community, and giving sellers options. And we're also able to be buyers agents as well. So a lot of buyers are not being represented. So they have that option as well.
This is exciting, Roger, because it of course brings the independent companies together.
And there's many.
Yeah.
There's a lot more than 10. I couldn't reach out to everyone. So I apologize if I haven't reached out, but there's many out there.
And speaking of reaching out, how can they reach out to you?
So you can reach out to me by Kiara at myrealtor.agency, or give me a phone call, 928-2190.
What's your website?
cirealtors.org.
Okay. Are you guys on Instagram as well?
Yes, we are.
On Facebook?
And Facebook.
Okay.
We just haven't yet, but everything's about timing.
Well, congratulations to both of you. I mean, and Syro is going to be great.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah, it feels,
It's needed.
yeah, it feels just super exciting for 24, and anything we can do to empower on Cayman, just fantastic.
Yeah.
What do we need? A half an hour on this, or at least some more time?
Well, it's always good to see you. Always good to see
you guys too. And I want to say thank you, congratulations, and maybe at some point in time we'll have you back in to go into more in depth talk about real estate. A follow-up.
That would be
That's
lovely.
good.
And having Miss Susan dress up as a glitter ball for us for New Year's.
Yes,
You look amazing, by the way.
I know. She's all dressed up. I'm like, did I get the day wrong? No. Thank you, Susan, for producing the Business Buzz. Roger and Kira, thank you for being our first guest for 2024. You've got the first prize.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.
And thanks to our sponsors. Without you, we couldn't do this. Cayman Insurance Center, celebrating 45 years of service to the Cayman Islands, and Ruland's Global Skills, Cayman Community.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. A West Bay man suspected of theft and drug charges is granted bail on strict conditions. Radio Cayman's Jeffy Ebanks brings us this report.
53-year-old Stephen Eduardo Ebanks is facing 2 counts of theft, 1 count of handling stolen goods, 1 count of consumption of cocaine, and 1 count of possessing a utensil used in the preparation of a drug. He appeared in summary court on Monday, where Magistrate Kirsty Gunn approved his bail application to reside at the Hope Foundation halfway house in West Bay. His bail conditions include a 24-hour curfew, an electronic monitoring anklet, mandatory drug testing 3 times a week, as well as following all the rules of the halfway house. He is due back in court next month to face the charges. Jeffy Ebanks, Radio Cayman News.
Multiple highly rare oceanic white-tipped sharks were spotted in local waters recently using baited remote underwater video. The Blue Belt program says the sharks are spotted as part of its Global Ocean Wildlife Analysis Network project. These are usually solitary sharks, and their population has declined by up to 98% around the world in the last 60 years due to accidental fishing or being extracted for their fins. All sharks are protected by law in the Cayman Islands, and the Blue Belt program says this sighting highlights the importance of Cayman as a haven for the species. The Blue Belt has been working with the Cayman Islands Department of Environment to deploy BRUVs and discover more about the marine ecosystem present around the islands to inform ongoing management and protection efforts. The Blue Belt program supports the United Kingdom overseas territories with the protection and sustainability management of their marine environments. And a UK space researcher wants to hear from you. Registered dietitian and doctoral candidate at the Department of Population Health Sciences at Newcastle University, Hannah Jones, is conducting research on the dietary habits of residents in Bermuda, the Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, Turks and Caicos, and the Cayman Islands.
It is essential that local health and nutrition policies are based upon relevant data that reflects the needs of their individual population. There is a lack of information across the British Overseas Territories about dietary habits, dietary nutrient intake data, and how this might be affecting the health of their populations.
Ms. Jones will be undertaking pilot population-based online nutrition surveys where you'll be asked to record what you ate on 3 different days. Cayman National Epidemiologist Rachel Corbett.
Whilst the Ministry of Health and Wellness is not conducting this survey, and we will not have access to any personal information submitted, we are supportive of academic endeavours that aim to help us better understand the health and wellness of our population.
She's encouraging all Cayman residents between the ages of 14 and 49 to participate in the program, which runs through February 25th. You can find a link to the survey at radiocayman.gov.ky. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller.
BBC News with Emily Thomas. European Union scientists say that last year was the warmest ever recorded. Average global temperatures were more than 1.5 Celsius above pre-industrial levels for almost half the year. This year is predicted to be even hotter. The US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, says he has a lot to discuss during a day of talks in Tel Aviv. Meeting President Isaac Herzog, Mr. Blinken repeated the need to do everything possible to minimise harm to civilians in Gaza. Israel says it has killed 40 militants in Gaza since Sunday in expanded ground operations and airstrikes in the southern city of Khan Yunis. Israel also said 9 of its soldiers died on Monday, the highest number on any day since the war began. Gabriel Attal has been appointed as France's new Prime Minister. At 34, he's the youngest person to hold the post and the first who's openly gay. A US citizen, Robert Woodland, has been charged in Russia with producing and selling illegal drugs. Russia is currently holding several US citizens who critics say are effectively hostages. New evidence found by the BBC suggests the late Nigerian evangelical church leader, T.B. Joshua, hid dead bodies and intimidated families to cover up his role in a building collapse a decade ago in which more than 100 people died. Witnesses say he'd been warned that the guest house had serious structural problems. BBC News.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
You don't sound too good there, Bobo.
Yeah, you know how it is. With the kids back in school, every other week they coming out with something, and then I catch it.
Sound like it catch you. But for real, brother, flu season is here and COVID is still around. You gotta stock up on things like medicine, vitamins, and minerals for you and the kids. You know what they say, prevention is better than cure.
At ValueMed, our pharmacists can help manage flu symptoms and provide guidance on vitamins and minerals to best support you and your family's overall health. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Town, or WhatsApp your questions and prescription refills to ValueMed on Walkers Road at 926-1662 or WhatsApp ValueMed in Town at 916-5511. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, let's go together. Mindcare has been helping businesses go farther since 2015. Navigating these uncertain times requires knowledge and understanding of your company's finances. Our professional accountants will help you better understand your financial position and the opportunities for improvement. At Mindcare, we don't just crunch numbers. We craft financial success stories. Your business, your success, our commitment. Visit our website at fincore.ky for more information.
Healthcare Pharmacy, caring about your health for the past 25 years. Radio Cayman's premier health show.
Alzheimer's and dementia, are they the same disorder?
Yeah, I think that's a very important question.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
For the Health of It with Tara Bush.
Is heard on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. and on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Brought to you by Healthcare Pharmacy in Grand Harbor, where they care about your health. Transfer and refill your prescription online. Visit healthcarepharmacy.ky or call 947-8900. Healthcare Pharmacy, now with a second location in Governor's Square. Healthcare Pharmacy, where they care about your health.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 82 degrees. Relative humidity is 74%. The barometric pressure is 29.93 inches and rising. The wind is out of the southeast at 10 knots. Overnight low temperature was 78. Synopsis indicate fresh southeasterly winds and rough seas will continue across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as a ridge from a high-pressure system over the western Atlantic Ocean extends into the northwest Caribbean. Satellite images show a few low-level clouds across the Cayman area. The forecast for the Cayman Islands for today and tonight is calling for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers at day and at night 20% chance of showers. Temperatures today will be in the mid-80s and will fall to the mid-70s tonight. Winds will be east to southeast at 15 to 20 knots, and seas will be rough with wave heights of 4 to 6 feet, especially along the south and east coast. Small craft should exercise caution over open waters for today and tonight as well. Today's high tide will occur this morning at 8:58, low tide this afternoon at 2:58, and a high tide again tonight at 7:37. The sun will set this evening at 2 minutes past 6 and will rise tomorrow morning at 2 minutes after 7. And the outlook is calling for isolated showers along with moderate southeasterly winds and seas from tomorrow afternoon as a cold front currently over the Gulf of Mexico approaches the Yucatan Channel. That's the very latest on your weather report.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
And by National Road Safety. Be empowered. Help make our roads safe. Take the road to zero. Say no more to road fatalities in 2024.
Let's take a look at what's happening on our roads. Linford Pearson Highway traffic is heavy. Delays expected. Coming off of Bobby Thompson Way, traffic is steady and continuing on to Huldah Avenue. Agnes Way, steady traffic. On Crew Road, heading to Georgetown, traffic also steady. Heading east on Crew Road, traffic is moving on moderately, and moderate flow of traffic as well on Owen Roberts Drive and coming from the West Bay 4-way stop. As we look to the West Bay Road in front of the Ritz, traffic is moving along pretty good in both directions. Now, if you've seen accidents or incidents, please give us a call here at Radio Cayman, 949-6990. Edward Street, light traffic, and into Georgetown on Shedden Road looking pretty good. Out of Georgetown on Shedden Road, light to moderate traffic flow. Join us again at about 10 minutes after